Alison Downey with 326 games of WNBL experience behind her, getting the first tap for the Blues. And we'll return to what we saw in the opening minute of the first quarter. Really contested stoppage-style game. Emma King really needing to try and give the Pies a start, and she'll try and follow up her tap there. Can't take the ball. Barton taking the ground from the Magpies. Daisy, in terms of style in the opening quarter, what surprised you?
Oh, not a lot, to be honest. I expected that really physical start because of the anticipation, but the nerves as well. You expect to see errors. You're wanting to just stop the bleeding early on until the game opens up a bit. But I think, if anything, Nat Exxon, she's really added that contested ball, her ability to win contested ball to her game, certainly.
Benici with the high shot on Audley, the free kick, and the kick goes to Arnell. Inside 50, Jacobson almost had the arms chopped. Riding a high one was Edwards. Handball in the direction of Grant. It needs to sit firm. Does. Benici back into traffic to find some space. Now Collingwood into their attacking half. Blues defence are back in number. Winning the foot race. Eventually be Hardiman. Treat by hand for Attard. Just fashions a kick around the body. Only as far as Eva, who wore the contact. Well played. Experienced player Alicia Eva, vice-captain for the Magpies. Also 7 years of coaching under her belt as well. A neat ball use that a coach would be happy with. Their only goal kicker so far in Ghana, who goes long in the Hope direction. They collapse back onto the Blues. Davey with the look-away fist. Attard has to meet it. She'll wear the Barton pressure. Hosking in harm's way. Off to last. She just squeezed the kick to Davey. Blues out of harm's way momentarily. Jacobson with Edwards for company. The West Australian did well to body her out of the way. Has to be clean. Inboard for Casey. She'll be happy to take the contact. Stands up in the tackle. She strips. And it's a Blues footy. And this healthy crowd may be leaning towards the home side, enjoying a 10-point lead.
So the players haven't stopped. They can't hear the umpire. Such is the noise out there right now.
Both teams are going to have to be patient in this second quarter because both teams are playing an extra number in defence. So kicking out of the stoppage is going to result in a turnover if the girls aren't careful.
Audley in that scrap.
I think if you're the Collingwood coach too, you'd be asking for a little bit more forward line pressure. They've had plenty of entries already this quarter, but it's coming out almost as quickly as it's going in.
King, nice tap. Heading across was Tilly Lucas-Rod for the Blues as we head down to Sam.
Guys, you would have noticed the Collingwood players wearing black armbands. We've checked it out with the club. That's out of respect for Caitlin Edwards, who wears number 1, originally from WA. She lost a cousin late last year. This is the first game of footy she's played since, and her teammates are recognising that passing.
Arnell wrapped up by Alicia Eva. Smack bang on the NAB logo on the city side of the ground as Christina Bernardi comes off for a spell. And look at those tackle numbers, 31-22 in favour of the Pies. When we looked at the contested possession numbers at quarter time, Danger, it was 16 uncontested for Collingwood and 24 contested. Just shows the pressure they're under every time they get the football as the ball spirals inside 50, only as far as Hardiman.
It does show the pressure, Jace, but as I said before, that quick kick out of a stoppage isn't going to work. The Blues have numbers in defence, so what they're going to need to do is build the ball up.
Davey to Arnell, to Plain on the burst towards half forward. Fessio, brilliant mark. 52 metres from goal. She's got Jess Kennedy streaming inside to the right of your screen. She'll go towards the top of the square. Collingwood have got some numbers there. And the defensive fist comes. It spills to the front. Chiocci coming one way. Lucas-Rod the other. The path opens for Lucas-Rod, but Emma King back in the defensive goal square, takes the mark. Floats a kick to Benici. Has to stand and wait as Fessio arrives late. She'll receive the free kick. Britt Benici, the 19-year-old who plays her footy at St Kilda Sharks. She wants to switch. She's got a spare player. It's Caitlin Edwards. Trots away from the back pocket. Kicks towards the wing. Darcy has broken to space. Looks up. It's got a spare teammate inboard. It's Casey. Casey will go inside 50, but it was a blind kick. Hosking gets back. A fumble, but she's got support. It's Attard. And Attard now can get it to half-back where Kennedy has some time. Bernardi tries to close her down. She gives it to Davey. And the Blues work it to the wing. This is Gillespie Jones.
Bree Davey really setting things up for the Blues from defence. A game-high 7 possessions. Kick in the Jacobson direction. Chiocci the fist. Vessio seemingly everywhere at the moment as the Blues go into attack. Jacobson stripped. White, Roden, Loins just took it off her. Can't get the hands free. Umpire lets it go. Kerrick inboard. Kick from Exon in the Vesio direction. Lucas Rod out the back. Has she got time to try and give the Blues a falls? Tilly sets sail and misses. It's just danger, pardon the pun, every time the ball seems to go in that Blues 50 at the moment, Daisy.
It is. Just needed a little bit more composure with that kick at goal then. But Carlton certainly do look very dangerous when they're going inside forward 50.
Meg Hutchins the kick in. Gets it outside 50 and Roden over the back. Takes the mark. So Helen Roden, sister of former AFL men's player David Roden, kicks towards a one-on-one on the wing. Good effort from Nicola Stevens. Wins the contest at ground level. Gets it to the advantage of Cameron Grant coming through, taken high by Davey coming in the other direction. And the free kick will come back to Emma Grant, who's down. 27-year-old, originally from the Gisborne Bulldogs, these days captain of the Bendigo Thunder.
This is where Grant and Collingwood need to build the ball up, and it's not a 35-metre kick. They need to look for the 15 to 20-metre kick and make sure that the Carlton defenders are actually defending opponents and not just space ahead of the ball.
So Emma Grant still in some distress here. Let's head down to Sam, who's right down their boundary side.
I'm right on the spot, guys. It's great to see that Emma Grant is getting up. They held her, 3 trainers, as you saw, very, very carefully. She does look a little bit dazed, so they're going to take this very, very carefully, I think, right now. But it's good to see that she's up, walking to the 6-woman bench.
King forced a contest. Loins, handball was partly smothered off her hands as Cameron comes through. Strongly in the other direction was Lucas Rod. Blues win the football through Pound. Pound gives it to Jess Kennedy. Kicks towards half forward. Carlton got numbers forward of the football. This is Bianca Jacobson. Just takes a little bit of time. Collingwood push some numbers back. Jacobson kicks to centre half forward. It was well read by Bernardi. Couldn't take the mark. Kick was smothered off her boot by Downey. To Brazzali. Inside 50. Spills to Vesio. She's already kicked 2. Bends it across her body but can't get the purchase she was looking for. And it pitches just inside the line and we'll have a throw in.
Carlton's ability to outnumber around the contest is paying dividends, and they're continually accumulating those inside forward 50s. It's something that Collingwood need to start to emulate.
King works her way to the front against Gillespie Jones. Jacobson almost landed in her lap. Good effort from Eva. Forced a contest. Here's Nat Exon everywhere in this opening term. Gets boot to ball quickly. Blues have got some numbers again. Pound links up with Gillespie Jones by hand. Can someone get a shot at goal? Jacobson taken down in a strong tackle by Stevens. And Livingston the beneficiary.
She'll just kick for space and probably the sanctuary of the boundary line here. Hope led to the footy. Hardiman will retreat. And some neat use. This Carlton back 6 have been almost unable to be passed so far. Dangerous kick in board though from Adad. Brazzali made it work. She's dynamic, maybe too dynamic on this occasion. Dumped in the tackle. It's Sophie Casey's MO. Now the umpire, Blues have done well to hold up what was definitely advantage. Casey has Magpies forward of the footy. One of them Hope, denied by Exon, who's putting her body on the line every single time. And ball further afield for Kerrick. Has to sit for her. She's corralled by Kiochi. Kerrick can get the kick free. Only Magpies out there though. Edwards first to meet it. She's been busy so far for Collingwood. Edwards kick clean for Cameron, who's told just to take some calm here by Captain Steph Kiochi. Players really trying to get some air in the lungs. It's been a pulsating quarter and a half so far. Cameron just with a chip kick. Brazzali in harm's way once again. Blues the numbers at the back last. Lucas Rod denied by Evan last again. Kick works its way to her fellow Bendigo resident in Kennedy. King, Loins, a strong tackle. Davey did well to go clean and get through. She has it to Gillespie Jones and the Blues off and running once again.
Here's Jacobson, forced to just wait on the handball that allowed Eva to close. She feeds it back to Loins, to a one-on-one on the wing. Stevens arrives late with a fierce body spoil and took Gillespie Jones down and forced it to the line as we take a look at Emma Grant watching on.
She looks fine, guys, and that's great news. She's been checked out, but she's encouraging her teammates. She looks very alert and wants to get back into this physical match.
King, nice tap, but taken by Kerrick. Quick kick. Kiochi came out, spun through a tackle beautifully, ran into her own teammate. Ball spills to Downey. Now Kennedy can link up with Lucas Rod. Has to bang it on the boot quickly. is Exon. Been in everything. What a star she's been in the first half. Only a handful of games of football in her whole life. Coming through was Hosking, just a little bit high there on Edwards. Caitlin Edwards will get the free kick at half-back for the Magpies. So fatigue kicking in this second term. Beautiful kick from Edwards. Pies pushing numbers forward to the football. This is Bernardi. Goes to a 3-on-1 inside 50. Addard the spoil, but at ground level. Opportunity here for Darcy. She's taken by Hardiman. Quick hands to Cameron. Roden stands underneath it. Pressure came from behind from Downey. She's taken off the football. Taken down there was Darcy. Play on the call. Audley kicks to space. This might work for the Pies. Coming hard off the line is Barton. Didn't take it with her. Lucas Rod did. She's taken down in a tackle by Casey. Hosking wraps up Barton. King. Handball partly intercepted. Was intended for Stevens. Getting in there was Gillespie Jones. Barton again. She's taken down by Audley. Gillespie Jones tries to bust a tackle. Gets it to Arnell. Bangs it on the boot. Through the hands of Kiochi. And a nice Shepherd. Laid on Hosking by White. Dangerous kick to a 2-on-1. Maybe a chance for the Blues. Benici did well. Arnell wins the football. Chance here for Carlton.
Sarah last emerges, just hold on to the footy. Has to be clean. At the feet of air, she's got Vesio out the back. Staring at a third goal. This might really break the game open for the Blues. Daisy, the Blues defence absorb pressure over a number of minutes for the Pies. They load the slingshot up and they get out the back again.
They did, yes, and because they are working so hard defensively, they're getting the benefit of only shallow entries from the Pies when it does go in there. So the slingshot from that half-back area is really hurting Collingwood at the other end. We see how quickly Carlton are able to move the ball through the middle, and I think that's why they're on top at the moment.
Darcy Vesio once again working in space that seemingly no one else can find.
Yes, but also the beneficiary of the work rate of her teammates up the ground. The defensive efforts of the Carlton backline there, not only to hold up Collingwood after repeat entries, but then to slingshot the attack on the way back out.
Can the Pies respond? Carlton with the last 4 goals of the game. Tessa Riro got it forward. It's going to be a free kick. It's going Carlton's way, and it's going to Lauren Brazzali.
A couple of times now we've seen the creative hands of Lauren Arnell, their captain, really open up the play for Carlton.
Brazzali looking for an option. She chips it high. Roden stands underneath it. Gillespie Jones jumped early, almost brought it down. Kerrick working hard at ground level for the Blues, but she's wrapped up. Tackle comes from Benici. And Paddy, what can Collingwood do to try and wrest momentum back in this contest?
It's composure when they get the footy. At the moment, they're panicked in attack. So their ability to find a composed possession after a 50-50 ball is where they're going to get themselves back into the game.
Patrick Dangerfield and Daisy Pearce with us. It's Jason Bennett and Nigel Carmody with Sam Lane downstairs as McIntosh runs onto the football. It's a bouncing one over the back. Can Garner get there? It's a one-on-one contest with Last. And the Blues concede.
Well, great run from Cecilia McIntosh. That's what the Pies really need. It's probably the deepest and most dangerous entry we've seen from Collingwood.
Hardiman with a quick kick into Davey. Puts it out in front of Attard. Couldn't take it. Barton will get there and they find the line.
Daisy, the work rate of the Carlton players, both in defence and attack, is making it really difficult for Collingwood tonight.
It is. You mentioned it before, just their outnumber at nearly every contest we're seeing, whether it's in the back line or through the middle of the ground. It gives them a lot of overlap handball opportunities through the middle, and that's what's bringing Darcy Vesio into the game as often as we're seeing.
Davey hard against Barton. They both went down. Barton won the football and delivers it to Jess Cameron. That was a crunching contest from those two players, and Jess Cameron, who Wayne Seekman describes as the best kick in the AFLW.
She's a very good finisher, Jess Cameron. I'd back her from this spot.
117 games of cricket for Australia. Cameron, can she get one back for the Pies? She hits the post.
Well, good signs for Collingwood here. A couple of opportunities now.
They need energy in defence here. If they can lock the ball in their forward 50 and really put pressure under the Carlton defence, that's when errors will start to occur.
So Hardiman looking for an option. In the end, she decides she'll kick it long, straight up the middle. It's a dangerous kick. McIntosh slides in. What a story, Cecilia McIntosh. Great to see her out there tonight. Kick to a dangerous spot. Great effort from Hardiman. The 22-year-old from Cranbourne takes the defensive grab.
I think it's the Collingwood forwards that need to work a little bit harder. We see there, although it's good to see Cecilia McIntosh getting involved, all their backs are having to work up the ground just to generate opportunities, and we're just not seeing that forward line empty out and create space for each other.
Gab Pound taken to the deck here at a packed Icon Park. If you're just joining us, a lockout for the opening night of the NAB AFL Women's Competition. Ball security the key now for the Blues defence with under 30 seconds left in this opening half. Arden won't be able to reef that free. Shay Audley, who's been pretty enterprising this second term for the Blues. Darcy Vesio, the game breaker so far with 3 of the Blues' 4 goals. Barden needs a sea of blue. It was pushed. So maybe a chance right on half-time for Millie Barden. The clock might beat her here, so she'll need to try and cover the distance of 50. Blues with the last 4 goals in the game. Amelia Barden, a 2-time best and fairest winner at Diamond Creek. Nurse from the northern suburbs, noted for her strong work inside the contest. Trying to do the sums on how she can cover beyond 50 metres here. She won't quite get the purchase on some tired legs, but what an opening half to the NAB AFL Women's Competition. A packed house at Icon Park on the home side, the Blues with a 15-point